Hey everybody, this is Ron from our DIY Homestead, and last couple of days we got all this stuff. This is unusual that we get this much snow. We're in North Texas around the Fort Worth area, but I thought I would take you out and do a little bit of chores with the animals. We've got to go around to all the raised beds that we still have stuff growing in them. The snow was heavy and wet, and it's still coming down just a little bit today, but we're going to go uncover them and try to get the snow off of them and get them propped back up and see what kind of stuff we've got underneath them. But first, let's go in and do some chores with the animals. I can kind of show you what I did to winterize it as much as I could, and they seem to be all happy and healthy. So let's go inside. First thing I did was I put a heat lamp out here with their waters, and I do have a heated bowl down there too as well, and they have not frozen over yet, and that's a good thing. So they've always had fresh water, and they've got feed, so the chickens are all happy and healthy. On the coop itself, you can kind of see these boards up on the top and then a few down on the bottom. Those are all vent holes. So I blocked all them so the wind doesn't blow through there as much. And they all seem to be really cozy inside. They all group together every night, of course. Our door in the front, it closes at about 8 o'clock at night and opens back up about 6 o'clock in the morning. So that's another door that's closed overnight so the wind doesn't whip through. And we've got a couple lamb boxes on the ends I did not block. Kind of show you there. And we've got one on the other end. I do have the coop filled with straw, so they've got so much warmth in there. They're just happy as chickens can be. And we'll go over and do the rabbits. We're just talking about winterizing stuff. We added this hoop house over the top with just cattle panels bent over to a chain link fence. As you can hear, some of it's sliding off, but yeah, we got it all enclosed. We got a tarp on the back side. We've got a little bit of a breeze, but nothing like what it would be if it was open on the ends. You can see Ricky there, the black one. They are Lion's Head Holland Lops. He's excited because he thinks he's getting something. And we got Lucy over on the other side. And we feed them alfalfa hay plus rabbit pellets, and they get fresh water twice a day to make sure it's not frozen over. And we're just going to go ahead and do some of the chores here. I don't have my tripod with me, so we'll try to do this without too much wiggling and jiggling. I keep a 1 gallon jug of water out here just for the rabbits, and I keep this, when it's not in here for the chores, I keep it under the heat lamp out there so it stays liquefied, and it actually warms it up just a little bit for them. And then I keep my pellets just inside of a coffee can. I got to fill that back up after we're done. But yeah, it's all right here, so it's very easy to do. And we've got in the back, you can kind of see we do have some overwinter plants in here. These are artichokes, and we've got a couple of bell peppers and jalapenos in the back there that we're going to see if we can make them last till the springtime and get them back outside. So let's go ahead and get these feeders filled up. And her water is full, but we'll freshen it up for her. She must have not drank anything last night. There we go. We'll top off her alfalfa. Just want to make sure they have plenty of food to stay warm while we got the snow out and it's cold. Now we go over here to Ricky. We'll get him all filled up. he likes to bump the bottle for me. I really appreciate that. I'm trying to pour. So that's that. Let's fill up his pellets. We got that. So yep, he is all set till this evening. I'll come back out and make sure they got food and water and alfalfa and everything's okay. Lucy's all set. And let's go over and do the chickens. You probably won't see any of the chickens because they're all inside. So let's go this way. Oh, there's one. Come out to do a little bit of eating. We've got 2 feeders on either side of the door. Hold about 15 pounds of feed. That usually lasts them about a week or so. But yeah, they are happy and healthy. They stay warm. There's nothing really to do right now. We'll come out tonight and top off their waters and their feeder. Here's a suet block that we have. They'll usually devour that in about a day or so. Okay, next we're going to be doing the bird feeders. We have lots of birds out since the snow came out, so we're going to top these off, get them cleaned off so they have easy access to them. We've got a couple, 3 in the back here, and then we'll go out front and do the ones in the front. All right, we got the ones in the back here all filled up, cleaned out. We've got 2 here. We got safflower and sunflower seed, and then we'll walk over and look at the other 2 that we have back here, which is a wild bird seed and some more safflower. We have a lot of cardinals out here and they just love the safflower seed. Our chickens like the safflower seeds too, but yeah, so we got them all cleaned out, ready to go. So they should be all set for a while. So now we'll go ahead and do the beds out here. Try to get them cleaned up. You can kind of see they're all like I said, the snow was heavy and wet, and then we got snow on top of that, and so we're going to be taking these 2 beds and I'll loosen up the tops, get it all cleaned off and get the hoops set back up, and we'll check out the plants inside. We've got carrots and we've got celery out here, so let's check them out. Well, just got one of our celery beds uncovered. As you can see, everything's still green, kind of flattened out because the top came down on top of them, but they all look pretty good. I don't see anything that's really bad. So we'll just keep them covered until this winter storm goes away and it warms up a bit, and then we'll get them uncovered. Now we'll go over to the next bed, which is carrots. Okay, we got the carrot top all, you hit it, carrot top? Anyway, we got the top off the carrots, and carrots look pretty good. There's a couple of areas, just like the celery, that are kind of mushed down a little bit, but everything's still all green, nothing looks dead. And we'll get it all cleaned up, covered back up, and we'll go to the front. Okay, we got the back 2 beds all cleared up. All the snow and ice off of them. Hoops set back up, clamp back down. Like I said, like you saw, all the plants are still doing pretty good. So let's move on out to the front. All right, here in the front, we've got 2 bird feeders, safflower and wild. We'll get them unfrozen, cleaned off, top back off, and then we'll move on to the snow beds. You can see I've got one over there, got one right here. This is celery. That one over there is carrots, and then we've got one right over here that's celery that we'll get all cleaned off, and I will show you when I get them all done. Here's another one of our celery bed. I just cleaned off the top and opened it up to see what's going on inside. Everything is still nice and green. I don't see any damage at all, which is surprising with all the wet snow we got, and it's as cold as it is. The wind's starting to pick up, so it's going to get colder. So I'm going to get these, finish up this one, and then I'll go over to the carrots, and then I got one more celery to do after that. Alright, here's our last celery bed. Everything looks good. It's a little open in the back, so we might have some damage back there. But all in all, everything's just mushed over from all the weight. So we'll get it all fluffed back up and buttoned back up and wait for the cold to stop. Alright, we've got everything cleaned off, sealed back up as best as we can. Like I said, this is our celery in the front. We'll go over here to our carrots. I don't know if I showed you the carrots inside. Let's see if I can pull up one side of it and show you. Let's do this way. As you can see, everything's still going pretty good. No damage. I'll button that back up, and there's our last celery bed over there. Everything's all cleaned off, sealed up. All the outside animals are taken care of for this morning. We'll be back out tonight before dark to do it all over again. Hope you enjoyed this little update as to our animals and all the snow that we've gotten. So that's it for this one. You can see all the snow that's so uncommon for us to get here, this much anyway. But yeah, we got it all taken care of. Do the best we can, and we'll see you in the next video.